Hi, and welcome to another installment of Quarantine Devotionals. My name is Shurland Calliste, and today our devotional is entitled Freedom in Christ. Let's look at John 8 from verse 31 to 36. It says, "To the Jews who had believed him, Jesus said, 'If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free.' They answered him, 'We are Abraham's descendants and have never been slaves of anyone. How can you say that we shall be set free?' Jesus replied, 'Very truly I tell you, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. Now a slave has no permanent place in the family, but a son belongs to it forever. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed.'" Jesus is speaking to an audience of Jews who had believed him here. And he tells them that if they hold to his teaching, then they are really his followers. He goes on further to tell them, then they will know the truth, and the truth will set them free. Based on their answer in verse 33, apparently these Jews were offended at what Jesus was saying here. They proudly responded that they were Abraham's descendants and they had never been slaves of anyone. They were confused and asked, "How can you say that we shall be set free?" Then Jesus reveals to them, and by extension us, the greatest form of enslavement that mankind has been subjected to throughout the course of history: sin. No human oppressor has been harsher or more ruthless toward humanity than sin. Sin is so destructive. It is responsible for wars, destroys relationships, marriages, friendships, and worst of all, the Bible tells us that the wages of sin is death. Sin can separate us from God for all eternity. What I also find scary is that we too can be like the Jews here and not even realize that we are enslaved by sin. But you have to really appreciate Jesus. He points out not only the problem, but he also gives us the solution as well. He teaches us that true freedom can only be found in him. Only the Son of God, Jesus Christ, can free us from sin. I'll share a bit of my life with you. I really enjoyed my childhood and teenage years. Like many Trinidadians, I attended denominational schools at the primary and secondary level. I attended church at times and tried to be a good boy. I never got into any serious trouble. After I wrote my final secondary school's exams, I was excited at the prospect of working. So I decided to work and continue my education part-time. I longed for the freedom that would come with earning my own money and doing what I felt I liked. I thought I would be my own man now. I didn't realize that the total opposite was about to happen. You see, I had experimented with alcohol a few times as a teenager, but things were about to get worse. The first week I started working, I was invited by some of my co-workers to go out with them to a popular nightclub. Sure enough, I drank alcohol and was intoxicated. That was the start of a downward spiral. On some occasions, when I drank, I did things I never thought I would have. I placed myself and others in danger. When I saw the negative consequences, I tried to stop drinking at times. My parents, sister, and even some of my friends encouraged me to kick the habit many times, but their efforts were futile. I was addicted. I was enslaved to alcohol and drunkenness. Many nights I would feel guilty as I lay in my bed. And then in 1998, I was introduced to Jesus Christ. When I studied the Bible with disciples, I decided to make Jesus Lord of my life and got baptized. It was only then that I experienced true freedom from drunkenness, impurity, and other sins. Do I still fall short? Absolutely. I have to battle sins like impurity, pride, and selfishness every day. But I have Jesus who gives me the power to overcome. I have other Christians to share my struggles with. We confess our sins to each other and encourage and pray for one another. Only Jesus Christ has the power to truly free us. I pray that today and always we will put Him first and hold to His teaching. Stay safe and God bless.